What is up, guys? Julian's Way here, and I'm gonna try to make this short and break it down easy for the people that are not like gym goers, or well, basically sort of gym goers, but still it's people that want to now start a gym or might have heard of it. The terms like amino acids, BCAAs, EAAs, and that sort of thing. All right, amino acid. All right, that's basically it. Now it's an acid to help with like muscle recovery and tissue recovery, that sort of thing. Right, each has its own purpose. Now there are many. Some the body can produce on its own, and those are not essential because our body is producing it. The essential ones, all right, those are the non-essential ones. The essential ones are the ones that we get in like supplement form and from food, from like meat, all kinds of meat, fish, even some well, of course, eggs. Uh, there are like some beans and bees and so on we can get from that. We can get it from plant-based. Don't want to say vegan, but yeah, you can get it from vegan sources. Now, not all have the same thing, but you can find a lot in like eggs. Eggs have like about all right, and fish. I think fish as well have like about all. There are like 9 main ones, and these are essential amino acids. Now, listen when I say essential amino acids. So those are EAAs. All right. Now within those 9, there are BCAAs. 3 of those. All right. Leucine, isoleucine, and valine. Those are the 3. What they call main ones. Those were the branch chain and amino acid. They said those were the main ones. All right. The valine was all right. I'll say it. Start off with saying the leucine. People thought that scientists or whoever in studies revealed that it's the kind of that turns it over into the muscle building state. What can I say? Protein synthesis. All right, that kind of sparks protein synthesis to activate for the muscle repair. That's where it begins, right? But that's not the end of it. You still need more amino acids to get the job done for that building block to be complete. Oh, it's like a building block, so they're all essential again. However, the other tools are like functions to help with like the blood sugar and fatigue and fight fatigue, and also with muscle recovery and building. But that's the main one. That's why you see in BCAAs there's like mostly a 2-to-1 ratio with those 3. Now, what I would say is like supplement companies and scientists probably came together or something like that. You know, it's all about marketing and making money, and they took those 3 from what they say study to like branch those off and call it branching, and put those as the main ones. All right, so let's say all EAAs were selling. They had to probably come up with something to make it more interesting, to make more money, and then it become that people wouldn't pay attention to it. Oh, these are just amino acids. So to make things more interesting, they probably put these 3, and then the research show, oh, it was only mostly the leucine, right? That's the one that's in the 2 of the 1-to-1 ratio. Then they realized they needed the other 2, and now they're saying they need all, coming back to what I was saying, like I want to get to the point, essential amino acids. So they're all essential. So that means what I was telling you in the first place, they all need to work together. All right. BCAAs alone don't build muscle. It's going to help. It's the igniter, yeah, but they need the other 6. So we all need as much as amino acid as possible to get the job done, to get that repair process done. So there's no really one amino acid that needs to be taken only, or one is more dominant. The thing with the leucine though is that that's kind of like a bit more effective in terms of turning over the protein synthesis process. All right, that's about it. So if you're gonna go by the idea, what I came up to talk about is my friend was asking me what he would recommend for me, which BCAAs, and I asked you why you want to take BCAAs in the first place, and that's showing that he went to or was going to a top gym, or like he had like trainers or talk to people, and they never like even broke that down onto him and tell him, because he didn't know, he's ignorant. So I do not know the whole, some people, trainers, whoever, I'm calling it straight as I see it, no sugarcoating bullshit. So they probably don't care, they don't understand it, they probably want to sell it just like these companies and doctors and scientists and so on, how they try to get it over with. But they're all essential. All right, so if you're gonna pay, some people pay with all the flavor now. They have it in flavor in drink form, in powder form, in ready form. You can just shake it up and drink it. It's like more like a marketing thing. But if you're gonna go, just go with the cheapest regular Eaa'S. Unless you have a problem with like capsule or tablets, well then you can go in the drink form or the powder form. But just go with the cheapest essential amino acid, pure amino acids. There's this company called Carnivore, so I think they had come up with this beef aminos, and when you look at it, it had all the amino acid in it, and it was potent. It was good. I used it before, and it's like, but the taste, it has a crazy taste. It has a funny taste in your mouth, or if it breaks, and that's why they started to make these things in drinks, and they started to say BCAAs. One has a 2 to 1, a 4 to 4, 4 to 1 to 1 ratio, and this sort of stuff. So it was a lot of marketing, and this company trying to be better than that company. But it's kind of misleading with the same thing with protein powder. I did a video on that, and I break things down. So basically, all right, you can get this from food, like I already said. The supplement form, what's the difference with the supplement form is that it bypasses the liver. All right, it's already broken down, it's processed, so it bypasses the liver process, and it's absorbed faster by the bloodstream, so therefore the muscle takes it up faster and uses it for recovery. So that's the main thing. It's kind of like whey and iso. It's more faster. Your body doesn't have to break down that chicken into the amino acid. All right, so that's how we're gonna get a little bit of the whey talk into it. The whey is already like broken down, so it bypasses certain process, and it gets to your bloodstream faster. And isolate is even faster, and hydrolyze is probably a little bit faster and more clean. So kind of like that's what they're trying to do with amino acid and marketing, and saying this is the purest form, this one doesn't have this one has that ratio. So just get regular essential amino acid, guys, and sometimes that might work out cheaper, and now they're even trying to get at that now and make it in more flavor form, and soon there's going to be another form of amino acid or something, and it's going on and on and on. But if you're not getting essential amino acid all 9, you're losing out. They will not function as that. All right, they would help. And in terms of when to use it, I would say when you need it. Now I kind of broke this down in previous video, all right, but let me make a point. If you had a sufficient amount of protein, like 30 to 40 grams of protein before your workout, like a couple of hours ago, even like 2 hours ago, 3 hours, your body is still breaking it down. All right, remember, it's food. It didn't went through that process. So if you're going to drink BCAAs now, what do you think is going to happen? It's going to use it as energy. So do you really need it afterwards? Maybe. But if your meal had enough protein, even after you work out, if I eat and then I work out about hour and a half after, even an hour after my workout, I still have like a grace period. And that's how it is, depending on what kind of protein you have, like chicken breast versus fish versus beef. It's going to break down faster with egg white. But my point is, you might probably need them more like within a few hours of after working out, and you cannot get it on time. Yeah, then I would say recommend BCAAs. In terms of competition, it's a whole different ball game. I'm going to get into that in another topic hopefully soon, and I'm going to talk about that and related stuff in terms of muscle loss into that muscle loss state. All right, guys, that's it. I hope I didn't miss anything, so just go with that. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't. If you made it this far and you enjoyed the video, please give the video a thumbs up. Until my next video, peace and take care. Stay safe.